I'm going to show you how in the modern day I've taken my shop on the road in an airplane to actually work on jewelry, not just have my shop's inventory with me. So here is what I came up with. It's a jewelry case, and inside of it, I did tape it for the plane trip, but that would take too long to undo on camera. So here it is. I've got all of my supplies for the current jewelry I'm working on, which are these necklaces for Patreon. Got them all separated by type, and I counted some of them out. Like the seed beads I didn't count out. I just poured a whole bunch in knowing that it'll be too much. But for instance, these ones I counted out, and these were already made, so they're also in here. I've got pins and chain. I also brought jewelry that I want to make content of for social media, and I've got those in here separated as I always do by their metals to help prevent any tarnishing. And my shutter button for my camera so you can be on a tripod and I don't have to touch you. You're not actually the camera. You know what I mean. Anyway, down here I've got the finished earring design, okay? And then the pins are for the earrings, and these are the hooks for the earrings, and these rings are for the earrings, and these are for the earrings. And then everything else, well, except that, everything else is for the necklaces. And this is just what ended up being my scrap wire compartment. And then, because I'm hoping to have this jewelry finished and shipped before the end of this trip, because I'm on a very long trip, I brought envelopes for the jewelry. And I took advantage of the envelopes just like I used to when I would take my shop inventory on the road. So in here, I've got jewelry I wasn't sure would make it past TSA for carry-on. Okay, so that's not really part of it, but because of the spikes, I thought I don't really want TSA pulling me aside to ask about the jewelry and potentially losing any of the jewelry, so I put that in my checked bag. And then in this envelope, I have washi tape and ribbon, which in this case is yarn. I like a big chunk of ribbon for people's packages, and then more than enough backing cards for everyone's jewelry. This is for Patreon, by the way. All of this is me making and hoping to ship Patreon while I'm on a trip. Empty? Empty. Okay, this one I think had the wire in it. See the wire? I've already started working on the jewelry and I thought, oh, I should just film what I did for y'all. So that was in this one. And then this one, I've got some of my pliers. Okay. This one should have the rest of my pliers. And I had all of these in a bag together. And then these should all be empty except one, which should have, yep, note cards for me to write my thank you notes to my Patreons. And I always bring a little extra of pretty much everything because you never know if something is going to be wrong. Like I know sometimes I mess up my thank you notes. I'll like totally mess up my cursive on their names or something, or I'll write like thank you too many times, so that, you know, cursive letters, man, they get you. And then in that same bag with all of them, I just have my packing tape. And to print out labels, you know, you can just go to the post office and they'll weigh it and label it for you. And I'm hoping to just do that here at the place I'm staying at. I have found that this is actually so useful that I kind of want to keep doing it for Patreon in future. Not, you know, obviously not storing the other jewelry in here, but storing each of the components, because I can just pick it up and take it to bed with me and keep working. And I can just close it at the end of the day and leave it on my desk where it's all together and safe instead of like sprawled across my desk. And this way I don't have to keep each container that holds these beads out. I can just have these beads in here and put their containers away and pull them out to put any extras away later. And that gives me a lot more desk space, which is great. So I think I'm going to continue doing this in future. You know, I have those bead organized, like bead, they're not bead mats, but they're, if I had them, I would show you, but they're things, I'll pop a picture up. They're things to hold your current project which is great for one project at a time. But for Patreon, you know, it's the same project, but it's like 12 iterations of the same project, so I need more space than those have. So I've been finding this really useful. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you. It was pretty easy to bring all of this stuff, especially compressed like this. Oh, wait, I got a new microphone and you have to tell me how it sounds. Thank you for watching. Bye.